Hello everyone, so today we're going to talk about the new Dune movie that we've just seen together. So part 2 of Dune. Normally I do my reviews on my own, but this time I'll watch it with my friend. Let's just start by talking about...
We're just friends? Madame Wim plotline.
I'm gonna let you start.
I loved it. Like, I thought I wouldn't say every single aspect, but like 99% of the movie was like what I consider to be like a perfect movie. Like, it was really good. Can I swear?
If you want to swear, you can swear about one thing. Ben Shapiro, the way that he says Denis Villeneuve. Bro, what's happening, Ben? Why are you saying it like that?
I mean, I don't know. Like, it's not even like close.
You gotta stop.
Denis Villeneuve.
You're gonna say Denis.
It is not that hard. It is never that complicated.
Denis Villeneuve.
No, it's not.
It is never that fucking difficult.
We've just seen together the late night show's host just saying the name Denis Villeneuve.
That was good.
Denis Villeneuve.
It wasn't that bad. It was pretty good.
He said the name, you know.
How do you find the visuals?
Zendaya is very hot, and I like her.
I know that it's not real, because you know what he said.
No, but she's a good actress.
She's a pretty good actress.
She cheated on Spider-Man, which I did not appreciate because...
Did she cheat on him?
Yes.
Tom Holland?
She's with Timothée Chalamet in Dune.
I feel... She's not even in a relationship
I
with
was
him.
immersed.
Bro, oh my God. So I'm going to break your immersion. It's not real.
It's not real?
Very good actress. She plays a nice cuckold in that movie.
She literally got cuckolded.
She plays a great... No, I'm joking, but
it's
like,
kind of sad, but...
We're talking about the fucking visuals.
I don't think they used any green screens. Am I wrong about that?
Yeah, you're wrong. They did use green screen, but to your point, he did use green screens for some aspects, but he still filmed the movie in the desert, like he was supposed to. I think. Yeah, like those superhero movies. Sometimes they're not even.
Madame Web was not on the web.
They're like in the big garage, and they're just green screen everywhere.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Some James Cameron movie.
She said,
if not all.
Dakota Johnson said first time she's ever like filmed in front of like a blue screen, and like the whole time was in front of a blue screen. Before
doing that video, we've listened to Denis Villeneuve interview about like how they felt about doing that Dune 2 movie. And he said something that I found pretty interesting. He said that he was trying to escape the Lawrence of Arabia vibe. I'm not sure that worked. Because like for real, the desert really felt part of the story.
I mean, it's hard. Yeah.
Yeah, the desert I know where he's coming from. What he's trying to say is that I know that you've not seen Lawrence of Arabia, but Lawrence of Arabia is like this grand epic in which you see like the desert all the time. The desert is like a character in the movie. But of course, in Lawrence of Arabia, you see a lot more scenery than in this movie. In this movie, it's more about like a political, complex political story, and close-up shots of the characters.
It's less about the like environment. It's more about the people in it.
Yeah, exactly. I kind of felt like in this Dune movie, the desert was a real part of the movie, like a huge part of the movie, like this Arrakis planet. Dude.
I mean, obviously, it's a big part of it. Yeah, sure. But like...
And the Fremens? I mean, the Fremens are pretty much based upon that desert. They're living in it, and the desert is like all their survival instinct. I found that interesting that he said that. I couldn't figure out what he was trying to say about it. I kind of get it, but not at the same time. Yeah, I'm kind of asking.
I don't know. I don't know. I didn't even see the movie he's talking about.
Yeah, all right. Yeah, you haven't seen it.
I agree. But I didn't like coming from someone that has not watched that movie. I did not feel like the desert was like a character. Like that did not feel like that.
Maybe he played more of a Lawrence of Arabia vibe in the first movie. Because in the first movie, I remember there was like a transition. One transition in which he did like the fire and the desert, and the both images are like intertwined, just like in Lawrence of Arabia, where there's the lighter scene. And there's some aspect to it in the first one that it's maybe more epic. Like the scenery is more part of the story than in this one. In this one, it's a little more low key. It's more about political knowledge.
My favorite part. You want to know my favorite part?
Go ahead.
The worms.
For real?
They were so fucking cool, bro. They look so scary. Like, actually, I was terrified of them. And they look so real. I love the worms. Like,
the worms were really good.
I really like the worms were like really fucking cool, bro.
And I feel like what's so great about those worms is that he doesn't film them like everyone would. You know, in the first the David Lynch movie, you've seen the trailer of the David Lynch movie. It's like he shows the worm and they're just so far away, but at the same time they're you see them too much. There's something strange about it. And in this one, the worms, they're always on the ground. There's some parts to them outside, but you still feel like they're part of the desert.
Yeah, I might be wrong, but I feel like they're almost always like coming towards you and not like away. You're like realizing like, holy shit, like those are big.
It's also because of the sounds design.
The sound was very good. Like the tremble.
Yeah, I'm exactly talking about the tremble.
That was actually insane.
Because when there's a worm coming, like towards a character, and when there's worms like just swarming out, there's just so much trembling, there's so much bass going on that you feel immersed into that story. That was a really good movie.
Like a TV would not do it justice because of how like beautiful it is. The like sci-fi like aspects were not overplayed. It did not feel like it was a gimmick, which I appreciate because sometimes like sci-fi movies, like the new Star Trek movies, those were like, that was horrible. Like it actually feels like forced in and like they're trying to show you, look, it's sci-fi, guys, it's so cool. But like this one really felt like you were just like in the world. And yeah, I thought it was like in terms of sci-fi movies, probably like, is it the GOAT?
It surely was one of his best. So I know there's one character in particular that you really loved in that movie, the villain, I feel like. The Arcanine.
I thought he was great. Like actually, like terrifying. Like really, really good. So I think he stole the show. Like I think like the big like he was the best part of that movie. Like he really I mean he had a good amount of like screen time, but like it wasn't like crazy screen time.
But the Arcanine, dude. Every time that we're seeing the Fremens and then he skips to the Arcanine, it becomes so dark. It feels heavy, like the atmosphere. It's just horrible.
When the big fat guy walks in or like rolls in, dude, that was bro.
That was really scary. All of the actors in that movie were pretty great, except
Christopher Walken. I mean, it's Christopher Walken. Like I just felt like it was Christopher Walken. He's got like such a strong personality. No, but it's Christopher Walken. Like he's so like different.
Yeah. Yeah, just his personality doesn't match up.
Every single character, I was watching the character and I was also watching Christopher Walken's. Like it was like a fan fiction, bro. Like it's like a self-insert. Like
yeah.
He said, "I Christopher
Denis Villeneuve
is
probably a huge fan of like Christopher Walken."
The ending battle where they like shut off all of the music, like it was like just a straight focus on the like battle, and wow, that was amazing. That was actually brilliant. Like that was one of the best fight scenes. Like so intense. I was actually like nervous.
Yeah, it was terrifying. And then you hear like the breathing. There's a real sound improvement in this movie that, the sound was great in the first one, but and then in the second one, it's a lot more immersive. There's a love story between that Zendaya character and Chalamet. And I thought that it was going to be like pretty cringy. Like most love stories and films, they're pretty cringy, but
it felt
Denis
natural.
Villeneuve just nails it.
Yeah, it felt natural. It did not feel like it was like forced in. It did not feel like it was like a gimmick. It was really like...
You feel really bad for that woman. You just feel like, oh, God damn. They add something and now he's just going for the political gain and not looking back. Well, huge shout out to my boy...
Denis Villeneuve.